What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So, the Las Vegas Aces lost last night to the Minnesota Lynx. The Commissioner Cup play there. The Lynx, I think, have the best record so far, but the Las Vegas Aces, it's not really nothing really to explain why they lost. They lost the game because they really don't have a point guard. Kelsey Plum is trying her best, but she's a shooter. She's a two guard. So she's trying to shoot sometimes them back in the game, and it's failing. And her and Jackie Young are having very difficult time getting the ball to A'ja Wilson. Asia's doing the best she can, but it's sometimes when they come down there, they done dug themselves in a deficit that it's hard for them to come back with just her scoring twos. But they don't really feed A'ja that much during the game, which is very shocking because A'ja is, like I told you guys, she's the best woman in the game. She's probably one of the greatest ever. Probably the greatest ever. So it's kind of messing her up, you know, and she's having a very hard time like trying to adjust. And the Minnesota Lynx, they were just on fire from the three. mcbuckets just went off. Like when she went on that big run, and then Lieberman, I think her name is Lieberman. She came off the bench. She got the goldish, brownish hair. She came off the bench and she balled out. She was killing them. And her defense on Kelsey Plum was amazing. And mcbuckets' defense on Jackie Young has been amazing. Everybody is like, well, Chelsea Gray needs to come back. They really could win these games without Chelsea Gray. The reason they're losing is the guards are getting vastly outplayed. And plus, when you don't have a true point guard, this is what I'm talking about with the Chicago Sky. When you don't have a true point guard, you want to basically run your offense around the post. A'ja is trying to get the ball in the post, but the guards are having trouble getting them the ball because that's not their game. They're basically two guards trying to be a point guard, and that's hard to do. The reason it works for some players, like some two guards, it worked for them because, you know, they have the ability to get the ball in certain places for the person to get it. And plus, Stokes really didn't help them out offensively. And defensively, the Aces have always hung their hat on defense. So even if they're not really doing well on offense, you know, even though they're not doing well on offense, their defense at least could have came and saved them, but the defense ain't doing well. Kelsey and Jackie are getting destroyed by they got destroyed by the Minnesota guards, just like they got destroyed by Seattle, and just like they got destroyed by the Phoenix Mercury. When they go against a team that has great guard play from the guards, also their bench, Becky doesn't use her bench. So Minnesota, Seattle, all of these teams know that. So what they do is they basically throw their bench and throw players out there to disrupt their offense. And that's what's killing them because A'ja, Kelsey, all of them are dead tired going into the third and fourth quarter. And it's really killing them. You know, it's really killing them. It's really hurting them. And Asia's getting, you know, she's getting a lot of foul calls because, you know, she's a superstar, but they're not doing well, and this is going to be expected. They're older. They played a lot of battles, and the offense is somebody has to sacrifice and be the point. I would love for them to to have A'ja Wilson get the ball at the top of the key and start moving the offense. Because when she gets in a low post, it's hard for them to get the ball to her. So she might have to start coming and getting handoffs from them. They might have to start handing the ball off. They're doing all these cross-court passes, these passes, and that's how you turn over the ball. They might have to start doing handoffs where A'ja come and get the ball from them, or they come and get the ball from her. You know, it's a lot of things they can do to minimize the turnovers. I would have thought that the Indiana Fever would do this by now, but they're too busy trying to pass the ball like crazy across the court or to a player, and the defender can pick it off. What you see, and also from the Minnesota Lynx, they have the ability to get to the next level. Not only to the next level, they know how to move the ball. They all trust each other. Collier doesn't really have to have big games. The one who's really getting the big games and putting pressure on the defense is McBuckets. McBuckets is getting it done. And she's been slaying everybody who they try to send at her. She's been doing her job. So this is why I'm trying to tell everybody, look, Las Vegas also got to learn how to go over the pick. Stop going under the pick and rolls. The Minnesota Lynx are too good of a shooting team to do that. You guys have to go over the screens. The more you go over the screens, the more like you guys will be fine. The more you guys will be able to stop them from getting into a streak. If you stop the Lynx from getting into a rhythm, you could beat them. If you limit their three-point shot, their shots, and you force them to take it to the basket, you guys will win. The Minnesota Lynx are not a hard team to beat. They shoot a lot of jumpers. They rarely go to the basket a lot. They're mainly a team that love to shoot the ball, like either from the three or either from the mid-range. But I think we saw the Sun. Excuse me. If we're not mistaken, I think it was the Connecticut Sun who beat them. The Sun stopped them from doing all of that BS. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, gotta be smarter. And it's no disrespect. It's just they got to play smarter. They got to play with a lot more knowledge of what they're doing. They're having a very tough time adjusting. Becky Hammond really doesn't have anybody to pull off the bench. Now, they got rid of Dejanay Fair. Should they have gotten rid of her? I don't believe they should have. I believe they should have tried to use her more. Excuse me, but it is what it is. But A'ja is going to, like I said, Asia's doing her best to keep everybody together, but it's hard. It's very hard to keep everybody together because it is so easy. It is so easy to try to do everything yourself, which they shouldn't. I don't believe they should try to do everything themselves. I believe that they should just move the ball. They should learn how to communicate better. Kelsey Plum has got to stop taking all these shots. I think she thinks she's a superstar. She thinks she's big and all of that. She's not a superstar. A'ja Wilson should be the one taking all these shots that she wants because it's her team, not you. It's Asia's team, not yours. I know you wanted it to be, but no. That's not finna happen. Now, Where do I see the Aces turning this around and winning another one? I believe they can. I just think the Aces have a lot going on. I think once they get to the break, I think they'll be fine. Plus, once they get Chelsea Gray back, everything should flow in motion. But these games, they could have easily won these games. I think Kelsey Plum continuously shoots her team in the foot when she's going for that deep three, trying to make some crazy passes, you know, all type of stuff, right? But it's cool. So, you know, I just feel they got a lot to work on and they could get it done. But shout out to the Minnesota Lynx. The Minnesota Lynx are playing their butts off. They are really playing great. Defensively is what is very surprising. Defensively, man, they're locking people down. You know? So, you know how I go. So that's just how it is. So, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. We'll see, man. We will see. We will see. So that's all that happened in that game. So I'll holler at you guys later. Oh my goodness. I done went the wrong dang way. Nope, I'm not paying that. But yeah. Yeah, man. I'll talk to y'all later. They got to get their stuff together, but I think the Aces will get their stuff together. They're older right now. Chelsea's not there, and in my opinion, I don't think she needs Kelsey running the point. Jackie and Kelsey can't run the point, so she has to figure out a way to get somebody to bring the ball down. I think starting Kate Martin, you might need to start Kate Martin, and you might need to bring Clark off the bench. Kate Martin might need to be your ball handler to bring the ball up because she's very unselfish. Asia might have to bring it up at times. You know, once Kelsey brings it up, y'all just need to switch the handoff passes. Because if y'all not going to, if you guys aren't going to switch up what y'all doing, then y'all are gonna be in trouble. I'm sorry, but if you're not gonna go try to find a point guard, this is all you can do, then y'all gonna be in trouble. But Kelsey's not having a big game. Plus, Jackie Young, I think, was sick. I think she just got off of being sick. So, you know, it is what it is. She just was done being sick. So, you know. But do I think they'll bounce back from this? Absolutely. I believe they'll bounce back from it. I think they'll be a better team. I think everybody just has to relax, get themselves back together, and I think they can. You know, they just got to work on some things. I think people at times think a team needs to be perfect, and they're just shocked this is happening. But to me, it's Asia Wilson. I love Asia Wilson, but Chelsea Gray looked like she might be the unsung MVP because they do not look like a team without her. It's terrible. You know, it's terrible. You know, and I hope it gets better. You know, so that's all I got, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you guys later. I'm finna watch the game tonight. I'll give you guys my breakdown of the game after I watch it. But you guys be blessed, man. I'm out. Easy.